welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing a very important tool for professionals, and that is your portfolio. Portfolio is important because it can open endless doors of possibilities. It can open doors to endless possibilities. Okay? And today we'll not just be discussing why portfolio is important. We'll be looking at how to create portfolio using AI tools. You don't need to be a software developer before you can create your own portfolio and even host it online. And instead of providing the link to maybe a Google Drive, you just provide link to your website. I will show you how I created mine using AI and how I hosted it on Firebase. I'll show you how to do this. Also, how I linked it to Google Analytics. So easily I can track the number of people that visited my website, number of people that have checked it over time. And beyond that, under the contact us, I also linked the form to Form Spray. So easily when people fill the form online, I get notification in my mailbox. So why is portfolio important? I'll mention 3 things. The first is you want to showcase your work to potential employers, to potential partners, or people that may want to give you business. They want to commit certain tasks into your hands. And also, you want to build trust with them. You want to show them this is what I have done. So if they are bringing new projects, they have this confidence in you that easily you're going to get the job done because you have experience in this and this and this. So you want to do that, showcasing this in your portfolio. And lastly, you want to show what makes you different from others, your unique selling point, what makes you to be distinct from other people. You want to put this together in your portfolio. I'll be showing you how to create the portfolio right away. Okay, so let's get straight into it. This is my portfolio. You see I have the nav bar showing my name, and I have the pages, projects page, about, and contact. Also the URL section telling you to get in touch. This takes you straight to the contact page. You can click here to follow me on LinkedIn. So I just have that there. Once you click confirm, it's going to notify me that you followed me on LinkedIn. I have the overview, and also there's this thing about building products for humans that always been part of the things I focus on. It is called human-centric design, and basically human-centric product management. And this image right here was created using ChatGPT. So you can also use AI to generate some images. There are a couple of images I also generated using AI. So if you check this, you see some of this showing implementation journey. We have AI generated images there, which I think they look good. Okay, and back to the home page, I have the major achievements, featured projects. You can view more. It takes you to the project page I just showed, and skills, also what people are saying. So if you check the technologies used for this, you see it was built with React TypeScript, and it's connected to Google Analytics. I deployed this using Firebase. This is a bit complicated because it is speaking to framework, and even though I used a framework, everything was done using AI. I just needed to put my information there, changing the information from generic to what I actually do. And for the purpose of this video, we'll be using this simple portfolio. Okay, so this also has the home page, about, project, and contact. Okay, so you can go ahead to design this more. I'll put the link to both my portfolio and this on the in the description, and also the link to the source code to my portfolio is also in the description. You can check that out. Okay, and if we check the technologies used for this, is just plain JavaScript and HTML, and it was deployed to Firebase, which I think is pretty straightforward. Anybody can get this done using AI. So what are we going to focus on today? Okay, so for this meeting, we'll be doing the creation. And what do you need? You need a code editor. You also need AI. We'll be using two AI for this, Claude and ChatGPT. The link to these guys are in the description. And after we're done with the creation, we'll deploy. We need to download Node.js if you don't have that, and we'll also deploy it to Firebase. And later on, we'll connect it to FormSpree, so when people go to your contact page and type in something easily, you get notification that someone is trying to reach you right from your website. And lastly, we'll look at Google Analytics. So this is Google Analytics. Okay, so moving on, we'll get right into it. You need to download a code editor, and we'll be using Visual Studio Code, so you can just go ahead to download that. If you use Windows, it's available for Windows, and if you use Mac too, you get it downloaded. As soon as you download this and install, once you run the application, it shows something like this, and that's what we'll be working with right away. Okay, so I'll click on open because I want to create a folder. I'll go straight to where I want the folder to be, and new folder. Let's name this portfolio tutorial. Okay, so this is portfolio tutorial. Let's create this and click open. Yeah, so this folder has been created. What's the next thing to do? We need to engage our AI guys. Okay, so we'll be starting with Claude. This is the link to Claude, claude.ai. Okay, I have that too in the description. So you can go ahead to type anything you want to type in this place. But to save time, I'll be working with this, which I created just about an hour ago to this video. Okay, so what was my prompt? I put this here that the AI should create a modern and professional portfolio for product manager, so you can decide to put your own job description, your own role. It doesn't really matter whether it is for product manager or you're a data analyst, you're business development personnel, or you do project management or sales, any role. Even if you own a business and you want to showcase what you do for the world to see, so you can get that here, and you just need to change the information as against putting senior product manager. You just put in whatever you want. And when you include, send your prompt to the AI, it might not give you exact template like I have here. The AI is dynamic. It will probably create your own template for you, and if you still want to change it, I will show you how to do that using the styling. You can just give it a prompt and say change this and make it look more modern or so. Okay, so going back to Claude, so I put it there that there's no need to use npm. Why this was stated is because I don't want it to use any framework from scratch. Okay, and I want 4 pages. You can add more if you like, and that there should be data files. okay, where you can add projects seamlessly and also skill data and other things seamlessly. I also stated that the home page should include the hero section, my image and button to follow me on LinkedIn, and another another button to the contact page. And I also stated it here that when you click on a page, it should take you to the page, to the project details here when you click on a project page. And this is what I mean. When you click on maybe this e-commerce project, it should bring you right here to the project details. This place is still generic. If I want it to show more things or to look more colorful, more beautiful, I'll include more information here, and I also prompt the AI to create more sections. Okay, yeah. So after sending all this is the feedback from the AI. So we are just going to be using this. So it wrote this code right here, showing different files that I need. But looking through this, it looks a bit complicated. I didn't really understand, or if you don't code, you may not really understand what it is talking about. Okay, but I'm going to explain a bit so you get it. And what did I do? I prompted it again to show the folder structure, because that is what I need at first. Folder structure is key. So it presented this, and we're going to be creating this right away. So we have the index.html file. So I'm going to just copy this and go to the code editor. You click on this plus button, and I will just paste index.html. Okay, and I'll go back. It's saying I should create a folder. So when you see any name with a slash, it's showing that, okay, it is a folder. So I need to create CSS folder, and in the CSS folder I need to put style.css. Okay, so I'm just going to, this is the button for folder, CSS, and right in it I'm going to click on this file button, yeah, to add style.css, and another folder, JS, yes, app.js and router.js. So we're just going to do that right away. And okay, now the folder should be here, JS app.js, and next one is router. So I'll just copy. It's better to copy so you don't make mistake in the names. Okay, the name is important. Okay, so there's another one, data folder, that's in the JS file now. So I'll click on the JS and add data. Okay, so in the data folder we have the project.js. You can do this right away if you want to use the same code, and if you have a different structure based on your prompt to the AI, you should use the structure that the application has given to you. Okay, so I have this. Also there's components that's in the JS folder, components, and we have hero.js, hero.js. So depending on the response from the AI, sometimes you may not need as much folders as this, or as many files as we have here, depending on what the AI has given to you. So you see, this is pretty easy. What you're just doing is basically copy and paste. Of course, you know how to create folders, and we've not done anything special. Okay, so right here I'm just going to create pages. Okay, so these are our pages now: the home page, It's also in JavaScript. Then the about page. So if you've indicated that you needed more pages, you need to add more based on what the AI returns. Okay, so project page, you have the contact page and project details page. Okay, so what do I mean by project details, or why is the AI returning project details? Okay, so if you look at this place, this is a project details page. When you click on project, this is the project page showing the projects you've done, and if you now click on any of them, it shows the details of that specific project. So I'll also show this using my own portfolio. So this is projects, showing the list of projects. For now I only have 4, and that is one thing I also need to mention. You don't need to have everything complete before you get started, or before you even deploy. When I first deployed this, I only had, I think, 1 project or 2, and I deployed. Then I started iterating, adding more. So it is more like an incremental development. Tomorrow, if there's another project, I'll just come add it to it. Okay, so back to what we're saying. This is the project page. When I click on any of them, it shows the project details. Okay, yeah, and that is why we have that here. Okay, I believe with this it is clear. Now back to Claude. Then lastly we have images. Okay, so for the images, you won't need to copy these images here, because you'll be adding your own images. I'll show you how to do that. However, you need to add the folder. So you see this folder here is pointing straight to the portfolio. That means it's just under, it's inside the portfolio folder directly. So you need to click here and add images. Okay, so now we have our folders ready. Okay. So this is just showing some description of what the folders represent. That the index page is the point of entry to the website. The CSS contains styling, showing, okay, all this, the look and feel, basically look of the website. That's what the CSS is showing. Okay, and the GS file, you see data contains all the data, and component, reusable component. Then we have the pages, app.js, and also router that handles navigation, and the image folder stores images. So now let's go to the code. You see the first one here is index.html. So what are we just going to do? It's simple. You need to learn how to copy and paste. Copy well this time. Okay, so I'm just going to copy right from here up to this place. You see this is style.css, so I don't need to copy that. I'm just going to copy the index and go straight to index.html and paste this. Okay, then style.css, I'm just going to copy style. Okay, this is style.css, style.css. Okay, up to this point. Yeah, so you see we have another file in this place. So style.css, go to your CSS file and paste. Okay, then project.js up to this point, copy and paste. Project.js, I hope I'm in the right place. That's under JS data projects here. So JS data projects, that's correct. Okay, then we go to the next one. which is the skills.js. I'm just going to copy the skills right here to this place. Okay, so skills.js, paste, and the next is achievement.js. So we're going to copy the achievement up to this point. Achievement is still under data, achievement.js. So this means everything in our data file is complete. I mean, data folder is complete. So we're just going to close that. And also the component. Okay, we've not done anything on the component. I don't know if that's the next. So we're just going to move straight to the next. Okay, it's component. I'm right. So we're just going to copy from here. Component, copy eo.js and paste. The next one is project card. Copy project card. You know what that is? That's the specific card showing, the card showing each project. For example, this is a project card, this is another project card. And for the hero section, this is the hero section showing your name and other things you want to put there. Okay, if you want to change the way it looks to, just prompt the AI, just the way I did for mine. You see, go back home, you see that I have my own image towards the left hand side. Okay, and back to this, we've copied our project card. Okay, then we'll move straight to pages now. So under pages, we have home.js, copy home.js and paste. Okay, then the next one is project.js, copy up to this point, project.js, then paste. Okay, so you see that this project.js is different from the one we have under data. The one inside data starts with small letter P, while the one under pages starts with capital letter P. That's why I said it's important to just copy the name and paste, so you don't make mistake and you see that the project is pluralized. Okay, so let's move on. Project details. I'm just going to copy from here. Project details, that's it here. Project details.js. Okay, then outer.js, outer, okay, to this point, outer.js, paste. Then we have app.js, so I'm just going to copy this app.js and paste. That's everything. Okay, so you notice that we have some pages that we didn't get data on. Sometimes the AI is not perfect, so you will need to tell it to provide information on the pages that are missing. For example, achievement card, skill card, no information, about page, contact. So we have 4 pages with no data, so we need to prompt it. And I went back to the guy and said, okay, the page is only rendering the hero session. Okay, so how do I know this? I need to show you how to run it. So before we even talk about other pages, I'll show you how to run this. And how are you going to run this? You come to extension and search for live server. Okay, so live server, when you click on it, you install. I've installed it already, that's why it's showing on install. So you click install and you can see from the example here, it's showing you that you can run whatever you're doing just right here. Okay, so I'm just going to come to my index.html, and once it is installed, you'll see this go live here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, the image is blocking it. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this off. Okay, so you can see what I'm showing. So we have go live right at this point. Okay, so once you hit go live, it's going to run the application. Yes, so we have it here. This is what we have: PM, portfolio, home, about, project, contact. Oh, this is just so basic. There's no information. Does this AI guy know what he's even doing? Oh yes, it does. You just need to prompt it the more to get whatever you want to get out. Okay, so I'm going to bring this out. Okay, and okay, so let's just put this right beside the code editor. Okay, so I've been able to put this right beside the code editor. Okay, so and we can see that the information there is just so generic. As someone who can't code, how will I navigate this? And I click about, nothing is happening. Contact, nothing is happening. Okay, so what are you going to do? You go back to the AI guy and say, hey, something is wrong. Okay, I went back and say the only page that is rendering is the EO session. I mean the home page. Okay, and it's only showing the EO session. Other pages are not opening, and there are no data for these components and these pages that we mentioned earlier. So I hit the prompt, and the guy came back with this missing components. Okay, so we have the missing component, and we're just going to paste this now in the skill card. Okay, so this for skill card. Oh, I'm going to move this around. Okay, so this is for the skill card. Paste. Then we have achievement card. Achievement. Paste. Then about, yeah, about.js. About, then paste this, and contact.js. I'm going to paste this in the contact.js. Okay, so I believe we have data in all the files now. Okay, and it's saying add this to CSS style.css, right? So in addition to what we had before, we should add this to the style.css up to this point. So I'm going to copy and go to style.css, scroll down and hit enter, then paste the new thing we have, and we have update the router.js file. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. It is starting from class. I'm just going to copy. Yeah, okay, it's the one up to this point. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and come to router.js. This is starting from class 2. That means it wants me to overwrite this. So I'm just going to paste, then save. Okay, so I'm just going to reload this and see what happens. Nothing happened, so let's stop this. Go to the index.html and go live again. Okay, yeah, so things have changed now. I'm going to close this. Okay, so we have this setup. See, pretty easy. We just copy and paste. We have things done already. You see the home page. About the about is showing something. We have projects showing this, and we have contact showing this. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back home. You see, we have the projects and other things right to this point. Okay, so at least from this point you can start to add some things like the image. So how can I get the information? There's something about coding data, especially when it is properly arranged. You will see your data where data is meant to be. So but this is under the home page, right? And our home page is what we launched before. That's the index.html. So that means somewhere here I should be able to see image. Image is represented by img. So just look for img anywhere. Oh, it is not here. Okay, we are at the home page. So let's go to the home. Yeah, so page image. Okay, so since we know that image is img, it's better we just search. Go to the search here and type img. Okay, great. So what we're looking for is under the hero session, that's hero.js. I'm just going to click on it. Yes, good. So I need to put profile.jpg. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to Google here and put profile image. Let's go and go to images. So you can put your image. So for the purpose of this video, we'll be using any of these online images. Okay, so image we have this here. I think this is the one I used. Yeah, this image. Okay, so you can try to use any other one. I'm just going to copy this and save. So save image to this is the folder, portfolio tutorial images. So you put whatever you want to name it as. You can use profile maybe png. If it's a png file. Okay, so they're saying this file is a jpeg. I want to use png. I can use png or just use the exact extension jpeg. So I'm going to use just that and come back to the code, and this is profile.jpeg and just hit save. Okay, now this has been updated. Okay, so we can check other images too, and that is for e-commerce image. So let's check e-commerce design. I think that's what I used. So of course you will put your own image there. E-commerce design, I can't really find the one I used, so I'm just going to use anyone for now. Okay, so maybe this. Yes, it's loading. Okay, it's like it's downloading. Maybe the image quality is poor. So which other one can we use? Okay, maybe this. Yeah, this is better. So I'm just going to save this as, okay, this is showing e-commerce design strategies. Let's copy. Oh, so I'm just going to put maybe .png, if it is png file. Okay, so under the e-commerce project card, yeah, this project img, no, it's not here. Okay, project details, no, so this is not here, and it's part of our project. So we'll go back to data project. Okay, yeah, we have images. Okay, so this is the first one, the e-commerce platform design. You don't need to bother about all this information here. Okay, so we have the e-commerce platform design, and you're just going to copy and paste. See, okay, so all strategies .png, yeah, see. Okay, so I pasted that. If you check your images further, you see that the things you've pasted are here. I mean, we've saved are here. So this is it, but this is not looking good. Yeah, so if we look at it, let me bring it closer. Yeah, so if you look at it, you see it's not looking too good. We have a project here and another project here, and this image is overlapping, so that's not looking nice. We need to go back to Claude and say, hey, okay. So before I moved on, I thanked the guy that everything works for. You need to interact with the AI as if it's a person. If it has helped you in any way, you should be grateful. Okay, so I put it there that this is working fine. Okay, and okay, so I select the image, the images on the project card sit within each card properly. Okay, so sit is a single eye, that was a mistake. Okay, so we have another file now, updated CSS style. So you're saying I should update the CSS style file. You see it here that add these styles to your CSS style.css file. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this, copy, then go to style.css and paste. You see it's pretty easy. I'm just going to save, and let's come back here. You see it's fine now. Yeah, it's looking good. Platform is looking fine now. Okay, then moving on to the next, the other image. So I'm going back to data project now. Okay, so project image, project 2, mobile application launch. So mobile app design. So you can pick anyone, maybe this. Of course, you will need to use your own images. So I can make this mobile app dot maybe png too. Okay, saying this is in JPEG, so we can use JPEG extension. Okay, so this is mobile app dot JPEG. So I'm just going to copy from here, go to the project mobile app dot JPEG. Yeah, so this is fine. Look at it, you see both projects are okay now, and I believe you can go. If I go to projects, you see under projects we have it here, e-commerce platform design and the mobile app launch. Okay, so you can go back to update the information. Okay. Let the design of this. So if you want to add, maybe you want to include this more information, description, and other things, you can just copy this page and paste it and tell the guy to add other things for you. Okay, but this looks good, and when you click on it, you see it's showing the project details page. Okay. Yeah, back to this. I'll go back to Claude now. So we've just been using Claude. I put it here that improve the design of the home page nav bar. Okay, so if you look at the nav bar, the navigation bar, you see it's just looking somehow. It's not looking professional. So we need that professional look, and it's not giving that look. So I told the guy to update this and provided this information here that I should add this navbar styles to the style.css. You see, everything is just about styling. Style.css, so copy, then paste. Style.css, let's paste this here. Okay, so this is done, and it's also saying I should update the HTML file. Okay, so I had issues navigating to this, and that's why I put it here that it should retype this, and it did that. Okay, so this one I'll need to paste it in the body of my HTML, not by HTML, and that is under the only HTML file here, which is the index.html. So now I'm just going to replace what I have there here with this. So I'm going to paste. Okay, and here we go. We have a better navbar now. Okay, so you can do other modifications. Maybe you want to change the name from this to maybe Josh King. Say you can do that. You see, this has changed to Josh King, and maybe you want to add a link as a link to the LinkedIn. Okay, so you may need to search for LinkedIn. Okay, so the LinkedIn is under the hero section and also the contact. Okay, so you can just go there and put your LinkedIn link. Okay, and if you need a specific information on how to get to direct people directly to follow you as against going to view your LinkedIn page, you may just need to type that on Google search, or maybe on ChatGPT, and say, hey, I want to go directly to I want people to follow me on LinkedIn, generate a link for me or a code to help me achieve that. And also LinkedIn has that, so you can put it there. Okay, this is the trial version of Claude. That's the free version, and you see that it stopped giving me any other thing right here, but I've been able to achieve as much as I want to achieve. So if you still want to continue, maybe you've not achieved much as I have done, you can open a new chat. If you wanted to modify any page for you, you can just copy that page and paste it. I'll show you an example when by the time we want to implement form spray. Okay, so this is it. If you've been following and you've been able to achieve much, please do well to like this video, and I also want your comments in the comment section. Let's get your feedback on the the trainings or the tutorials so far. Okay, so this is what we've been able to achieve. You have your portfolio. Go ahead to modify, change the information here under achievement. So to modify the achievement, go to data, update your own achievement. So you can see, you can change this to maybe massive revenue growth. Just save it. Anything you do is going to change. You see, massive revenue growth. You can do that. If you want to add more achievements, just copy this right from here, copy, and okay, add comma first, comma, and paste. You see, it is very easy. So you can change this to maybe global award. So you see that I have that here. If you want more, you can put it there. So I'm just going to repeat this, guys, and paste. So we have more achievements right here. And if you want more projects too, you can go to the project data. You see, we only have 2 projects. Maybe you've achieved so many. You just copy, then paste. If you want more, you can do the copy and paste. Under the featured project, we only have 2 because we set it to 2. I think the AI did that. But if you go to your projects page, you see we have more projects this time around, and you can just go ahead to modify. If you want to modify your skill card, your skills, go to the skills data, add more. If you want to do that, so if you go to the home page, you see you have your skills here, project management and all. If you want to add testimonials, to add what people are saying about you, you can just copy the index.html page, or rather the home page. So you can copy the home page and go ahead to paste it on the AI and get an updated document. Okay, so this is it for now on creation, and we're going to move to the next one. Just go ahead to update from the and update. So we will move to the next one, and that is deploying this. Okay, so I've been able to host mine on Firebase. So you see showing my name .web app, .web.app. So we have this here. That means easily I can give someone this link as against giving someone a link to maybe a drive or also maybe a Word document to view my portfolio. No, it's better to provide this link. So let's host it somewhere. If you follow this tutorial to create maybe your own website, not necessarily a portfolio now, you can also host it. And if you want something different, maybe a .com, so you need to use you may need to buy a domain to get that done. Okay, so let's move on to the next, Firebase. So we need to deploy. Okay, I'll also show you how I used ChatGPT for the deployment. Okay, so to get started on Firebase, you need to install Node. Yeah, you need to install Node. It's very easy. Just go to node.js.org and download it. Once it is done, run it on your computer, install it. Once the installation is done, you need to come to terminal. So open a new terminal. You can type node -v. I don't know if I got that right. If not, I can go to ChatGPT to say, okay, how to check the current version of Node. Okay. Oh, so I'm correct to say you just Node V. So we just put that Node V and hit enter. This is showing that I have version 22 installed. So you can check this just to confirm that you have Node installed. Once you have that installed, go straight to ChatGPT, or maybe you still use Claude. And I put it there that I want to host this on Firebase. And this is the structure. Where did I get this structure? I copied it from Claude. Don't forget, I cannot do anything on, I can't really post it on Claude now, except I want to use a new chat, and then I don't think I want to use that for now. Okay, so I just copied this, a single copy here, and pasted it on ChatGPT. Then it gave me this feedback that I need to install this, then do Firebase login, do Firebase init, and on npm, that is if I'm using a build. I'm not using any building tool. Then deploy. Simple steps. Okay, so but before I can get that done, I need to register on Firebase. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I have an account already, but I'll register using another account. Let's say this. Okay, so get started. The link to Firebase is in the description. So we are create a new project. So let's say this new project is portfolio tutorial. Yeah, let's say portfolio tutorial. Okay, continue. Yeah, so you hit continue, and bringing this prompt, just click continue, choose your state or your location. I'm going to choose Nigeria, accept this, create project. Okay, so this is loading. You see, this is very easy, very easy. You don't need to know how to code, and you see the great things we've been able to achieve together getting this done. So Firebase is loading, finishing things up, and okay, great. Firebase is ready. So I'll continue to Firebase, and I've created my first project, right, which is portfolio tutorial. Great. So let's go back to our code editor now. Okay, but before that, let's go to ChatGPT. It's saying I should do npm install. And if you don't want to use ChatGPT, you can still go to Firebase, come to I think build hosting. Okay, so you can do hosting. It gets started. It's going to tell you what to do. So you can just copy right from here, copy and paste in your terminal, hit enter. So this is loading. Okay, so it will take some time to install. Okay, so while that is running, let's remind ourselves of where we are. Okay, so we've been able to do creation, and right now we are running deployment, Node.js deployment. Node.js installation. I believe you've done that, and deployment on Firebase. Once we get this sorted, we'll do the email notification. Okay. Yeah, so let's go back and see where we are. Oh, so we have this error. Okay, so we have this error here. What is the error saying? You don't need to bother about so many things. Either you copy and paste this to ChatGPT, or you read it yourself. Okay, but from the look of things, what we have here is showing permission denied. from experience, when you when you try to run anything on terminal and it shows permission denied, you may need to run it as the root user. Okay, so just add sudo to it, sudo, then paste the code you copied from Firebase and run again. Okay, so it's asking for password. You need to put in your system password, and I'm pretty sure it's going to install now. I needed to show you this because I knew you might experience some errors. Okay, so this has been installed. We have the Firebase installed. If you pay attention to this place, later on you will start to see some files being added. So just pay attention. Okay, so I'm going to click next. Next is Firebase login. So let's paste Firebase login. Okay, so Firebase login is saying I am logged in as this. Alright, so for you, you may not be logged in at first, so I'm going to log out. Firebase log out. Okay, then we'll log in again. Okay, so I'm going to clear this. Okay, so we're going to run the login again. Okay, so it's saying allow Firebase to collect CLI and blah 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 blah. Just type Y. Okay. It has been directed to this account. Do you want to use use this account or maybe another account? So I can sign in with the new account I just created, but to save time, I'm just going to use my current account. Okay, so we have this here. Click continue, click allow, and Firebase CLI login successfully. Okay, so you see it's showing that you've logged in successfully. If I come back to this and copy the next code, which is Firebase init, that's to initiate Firebase now. Firebase init. Okay, so Firebase has been initiated. It's saying which Firebase feature do you want to set up. So if you look at what we have here, we have data connect, Firestore, Jenkins, functions, app hosting, then hosting. What we want to do is hosting. So you're just going to use your arrow key and come to hosting, then click space. How do I know that I need to click space to proceed? If you read this right here, press space to select. Okay, so right here I'm going to click space to select. You see that the green button is showing on hosting and hit enter. Okay, so it's asking, do you want to do this on an existing project or maybe on a new project? I created 2 projects, one for this tutorial and one for my personal portfolio, so I'll just use an existing project. Okay, and if you created your project too on Firebase, if you had followed me, it's also going to be an existing project, so just hit enter. It's showing this. I have my own portfolio here and I have the training, so just click on click enter, select your project and hit enter. So it's saying what do you want to use as your public directory. Okay, so public directory is saying files that you want everyone to be able to access. Okay, and it is key. So for this we are going to use images. Yeah, we're going to use so for this we're going to use images. So I'm just going to type images, that's the images folder. Okay, then click enter. All right, configure as a single page app, just put Y. Set up automatic build and deploy with GitHub. If you have GitHub account, you can set that up, but for now we're just going to type no. So I'll put N. Okay, so Firebase initiation complete. Good job. Good job. And let's move on to the last step. The last step is to deploy. Okay, so deploy. We're not going to copy everything here, just copy Firebase deploy. Okay, so Firebase deploy. So it's deploying. If you see we have more files added to this place. Yes, deployment is complete. And where's the URL? This is it here, hosting URL. Just copy. You can click directly from here too. So I'll go here and let's paste. Okay, now we are having this issue. Why are we experiencing this issue? There's something we didn't pay attention to. Okay, and it's because we have followed Firebase direction. I'm not saying it is wrong. I'm saying if we had followed the AI, it would have been better. So let's go back to ChatGPT. When I prompted ChatGPT, it gave me this. Firebase login, we did that. Firebase init, we did that. npm run build, we don't need this. Then Firebase deploy, we did this. But there's an instruction here that your firebase.json file generated during init process should look like this. So let's look at our firebase.json. So if we want to compare, we have modules, this destination, and do we have all this here? No. So I'm just going to copy this and paste and save. So let's redeploy. Just do Firebase deploy again. Okay, so it's deploying again. Yeah, deployment complete. So we'll go back to copy the URL. Copy the URL, and if there's no need, I can just reload this. Yes, so this has been deployed successfully. Now you have your website hosted online. If someone asks for your portfolio, just provide this link, so.web.app. And on Firebase too, if you want to use the .com, just that is longer, it's going to show firebase.com. It's Firebase. So I'm just going to go to console here to show you what I mean. Let's say this hosting under the build hosting. Okay, so you can see that we have this here .firebase.app.com. So this one showing joshuadenuga.com, it needs setup because I need to purchase a domain for that. Good job so far. We've been able to create, deploy. Now you have your website live. If this is all you want, you are good to go. Like, good to go. Wow, good job, good job. You've been able to create your portfolio. I believe you are also happy. You're happy with what you see. If you're still struggling with some things, feel free to drop comments. I'll be happy to give feedback. You can share your portfolio. And if you're yet to create, I encourage you to go ahead to create your portfolio. Don't forget the main purpose. Portfolio can open doors to endless opportunities, and that is key. We've been able to create a portfolio and deploy today. In the next video, I'll show you how to add email notification that is connected to form spray, and also how to connect it to Google Analytics. Thank you once again. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel.